What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Built from the Bottom, and today we're going to be finishing up the 2012 GSX-R 1000 that I'm doing in the chrome teal. I know this has taken absolutely forever to get done, but I've had like a lot of like weird things going on, honestly, since I even moved into this new building, and like just the way I feel that I'm now like more content with things. I don't really want to go down that slope and talking about that stuff, but let's talk about what's going on with like vehicle wise. So I'm in the new truck that I just bought right here. It is a 2015 Ford F-150 XLT. It has the 5.0 Coyote engine in it. There's not really too much to it. I just bought this as like a work truck and something that's gonna be a good, reliable, like daily driver. And I ended up selling my 2008 Ford F-350 Harley Davidson just because it was getting a little bit older, and I don't know, the diesel market went through the roof. But I got this, I'm pretty happy with it. I'm gonna end up doing a couple little things to it, like I'm gonna put the limited headlights in it. I got a leveling kit, like the 2.5-inch leveling kit. Only thing I don't like is it's cloth. So I'm probably gonna do the same thing I did to the Jeep over there and put the leather inside of it. I'll probably end up doing the peanut butter interior. Yeah, I'll probably put out a little video of like making this thing look pretty cool. I'll put it on like some 20x10, probably the same ballistic wheels that are on that Jeep, and then on like a 33-inch tire, and just make the thing look like a nice work truck. Let's head inside the shop and start finishing up this build, and I'll give you guys a little walk around of it and show you where we left off because it's been so long. I figure I need to get you guys up to speed because I had to degress a little bit on this bike before we could progress, because we left off of the last video with me pretty much mocking up all of the fairings, but that was not official because I still had to remove the whole front cowl to put the air rams in the bike, and also the belly fairings because I still had to put the coolant reservoir mounted to the side of it. So pretty much this section is just me making sure that all of the belly fairings are mounted up properly and that they don't like creak or anything. And you have to be very delicate with this because this chrome teal paint is not very elastic and it will spider crack if you bend the fairings too much when you're installing it. So I'm just being very gentle here. And once I get all of the fairings pretty much dialed in, I head up to the front of the bike to pull the mirrors off of it to address the turn signals, because the turn signals are integrated in the mirrors. I never wired them up when I first put this all together. So I pretty much disconnect them, wire everything up, and the OEM harness was a little messed up. So I ended up splicing everything and putting male and female connectors on it so it's not all hardwired together. Even though I could not find the OEM plugs, that will work just fine. Then I go over to installing the fuel pump into the gas tank that I just picked up from the body shop. This tank had a pretty gnarly dent in the right side of it. They pulled the dent out and repainted the tank gloss black to match the frame and everything. Then I go and start mounting it up into the motorcycle. And once I get this all hooked up, we go over to the rear sets and I start installing the new rear sets. Well, they're not new. The rear sets that I went and got powder coated gloss black to match everything because the silver was literally the only thing sticking out on it, so I had to get that done. And I'm going to show you guys one more clip of this bike, what it looked like right when I bought it, and now we're going to switch over to the present and how it looks right now. We got the bike right here. This is what it looks like at the moment. It looks freaking badass, I will tell you that, and I cannot wait to ride this thing, but it is not where it needs to be yet. I still have quite a few little things that I need to address on it before it'll be 100% and good to go on the road. But what we're going to get into right now is, well, first off, let me give you guys a clean little pan around of this thing because it is freaking so cool. But what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to mount that seat up, and then I have new levers to put on the bike because, well, there's no levers on the bike right now. So we're going to put these on it, and I also have some 6K LED light bulbs to put inside the headlight. So we'll get these three things dealt with, and then I'll talk about some more things that we're going to deal with. Damn, there we go. I got the LED headlights in it, I got the levers on, and I actually did place these fairings right here on the bike. I didn't say I was going to do that, but now all of the fairings are 100%. And we got the seat on. And I did one more thing right here off of camera that I didn't end up recording because I ended up taking an extra link out of the chain when I was putting the chain on the bike. And you can see I got 2 master links there. You got like the little clip one and then just like a standard master link. And this chain is trashed now. Like I can't even use it. I'll probably just set it on the shelf and see if I can, like, you know, if I have a bike that has a little bit shorter of a chain that it needs, but you know, this thing doesn't have an extension or anything on it. I pretty much just destroyed a brand new chain. That's not that big of a deal. Now we only have, what, 2 more things I think I need to address. So right here you can see we got our case cover and it's a little scratched up. I didn't know if I wanted to powder coat this, but I'm gonna try to repair this with just spraying it with high temperature paint. I'm gonna sit here, sand it down a little bit, and then tape off this section right here and paint that black. And then right here, this is the OEM exhaust, but it has a catalytic converter in it. And I didn't want to put like a big exhaust pipe on the back of this. So what I'm thinking about doing is possibly cutting this right here at an angle straight down and seeing if I can make that look good. So on a couple of GSX-R 1000s I had, when you buy the Voodoo exhaust on the 08, 09 GSX-R 600s, it's just kind of like a pipe that goes in after the catalytic converter, kind of like this. It's just like a pipe, and it doesn't sound too loud because you have your cat still on the bike, and it's just a pipe coming out from there. So I really don't think this thing is going to sound obnoxious by cutting that pipe right there. So let's give it a try, and then I guess if it ends up sounding like crap, I'm just going to buy a full exhaust system for it and put it on it because this bike's worth it to me. I got the Milwaukee grinder, and what I'm gonna do is I think I'm gonna initially cut it right here where the pipe's at the widest, and then I have 2 lines traced on here. So I have the line where it's gonna end at the backside, and then the line up here. And this is 3.5 inches, which gives me the same angle of pipe as this right here, and I think that looks pretty good. So let's cut this thing up, and hopefully this looks good. Yeah, I'm gonna need to take this off to get the right angle. Got the 2 things fixed. I cut that exhaust right there, and I think it looks pretty dang sweet. There's no videos on YouTube of anyone cutting the OEM exhaust, and I was kind of doing it at that angle to mock the Ducati that I have and how they cut it like flush, and then they have like the fairing piece that goes over it. This right here, from here to here, I wasn't able to do 3.5 inches because just the length of the blade on that grinder, but I did do this at 2.5. I still need to take a file and clean up around these edges. You can see right here, that right there, and that actually came out a lot better than I thought it was going to be because I just slightly like etched it up and then hit it with a semi-gloss paint. I was pretty like dead set on pulling this whole thing off and getting it powder coated, but we'll see how that ends up looking in like a week, and then I might just honestly leave it like that. I'm not gonna show you guys anything of me actually like starting this bike up or anything in this video because when Angela gets back in town and we'll be ready to film, I'm gonna do like a whole roller video like I always do when I finish these builds up. That's it for right now, you guys. This bike is complete. And I might just do one other thing before you guys see it, and that might be put the GSX-R logo right there in matte black. Let me know down in the comments if you guys think that'd be a good idea or not. But that's it for right now. Peace out.